said, that is a really, really terrible idea. To put money in search engine listings, but we really knew this is important. This is the way it should work. This is. So the lesson I would take away from that, which I didn't know at the time, but I say in hindsight, is if you really believe something is true and people are poo-pooing it, don't listen to them. We didn't. We stayed with it. Like if I had listened to people telling me, stop that, we would have seen the bad review in the Wall Street Journal the day we came out and we would have given up, and we didn't. When you see something that you know is right, sort of contrarian like I was talking about earlier, stick with it. Fight through to make it be. Till now look at you, and everybody knows that in hindsight, it's obvious. But it wouldn't have happened if we didn't push it through. Like we had in the sort of the 3 stages of truth, first everybody ignores it, then they ridicule it because they actually got threatened by it. And then finally they accept it as being self-evident. I feel that if you push through and take an idea that is ridiculed and make it self-evident, you have actually changed the world. Like that is actually changing the world because you made something happen that wouldn't have happened otherwise. So as an entrepreneur, when you feel that and you know in your heart you're fighting for something that actually is important, keep the fight up, keep going, because that means you're actually going to make a difference.
Well, for all those that are still with us, I hope that what you got from this, my goal in doing this was to maybe create a moment of excitement in you where you think about the future in a different way, where you don't just listen to the news, which every day is droning on, and it has an agenda. Its agenda is not a harsh one. It's just an agenda that there's an economics to that news, unfortunately. And so good ideas rarely interrupt you. They have to be pursued. You have to look for them. So our goal here is to put you in front of those tools that can give you a greater sense of what's happening in the world, both so you can be a first mover yourself and perhaps make use of those things that are valuable for you. Secondly, we all need to become investors. You can use an Apple phone or you can own part of Apple. The reason so many people suffer financially is not because the opportunity isn't there, and it's not because they don't earn enough money. It's because they're consumers, they're not owners. And if there's anything I hope this will get you to do is to think about the future in a new way that excites you, that gets you through the temporary ups and downs of issues like COVID or racism. They're all real issues, but there's nothing humanity has created that humanity can't solve, as we've already said. But also, if you want to participate in helping those people that are working on the cutting edge of increasing the quality of life for all people, you can become an owner with them and you can prosper as they prosper in helping millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, or perhaps billions of people. So hope this has been inspiring for you. And if you're an entrepreneur, I hope you've listened to some of the great lessons that these entrepreneurs have given us by taking a couple hours of their time to just share from the heart what they've learned. So I want to thank you, Bill Gross, the most successful entrepreneur in growing companies from nothing to over $1 billion. He's already got 7. No one's done that. If you're listening, it looks like he's got his 8th and 9th and maybe 10th one on the way. Mikhail, for what you're doing to open up space. Jason, for what you're doing to help us and make Brooklyn a farming environment, but any place be a farming environment with both, as you said, not only cheaper costs and better nutrients, but delicious. And Dakin, for your incredible pioneering efforts to pull together such great entrepreneurs. It's been a pleasure to spend time with all of you again. I love you, I respect you, and for all of you at home, thank you for joining us again for the Tony Robbins Podcast. Till we see you soon, live strong, live with passion, and God bless.
The Tony Robbins Podcast is directed by Tony Robbins and produced by the Tony Robbins team.